Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa and today we are talking about natural cold and flu remedies. Since we are in the depths of cold and flu season right now, I thought that I would put together some of my favorite home remedies. These aren't really remedies per se, but they're things that you can do to take care of yourself, help yourself hopefully get better sooner if you do have a cold currently, or if you feel like you have something coming on, hopefully you can use some of these strategies to make it not happen and make sure that you don't catch that nasty bug that's going around. So why don't we just go ahead and dive right in. The first thing that you can do for your cold and flu is to hydrate. I talk about hydration a lot on my blog and it is so important, especially when you feel like you have a cold or flu or you feel like you're coming down with something. The reason for that is that our body needs water to optimally function. So in order for our immune system to be strong, in order for our digestive system to be strong, our detoxification system to be strong, they need to have proper hydration so that they can function properly. So it's really important that if we are feeling like we're coming down with something, we flood our body with water. So in general, I recommend that you guys try to drink half of your body weight in ounces of water every single day. And that could be herbal teas, whatever you want. But when you have a cold or flu or you feel like you have something coming on, I want you to 1.5 that amount. So you're basically drinking 3/4 of your body weight in ounces of some form of liquid. So that could be regular water, it could be herbal teas, it could be coconut water, it could include kombucha or seltzer water. Really, you want to just make sure that you're getting in a ton of hydration. And that kind of brings us into my second topic, which is to make some homemade.
I know it's kind of weird, but I add two sofritos, which is this one. It's the sofrito ponce, which is the green one. And then we have the Goya sofrito. It's more like a, I don't know, tomatoey, more peppery base. Not peppery as in hot, but peppers as in red pepper, you know. So I add a little bit of this too. So far we have oil, chopped up red peppers,
and the reason that I like to use honey is that raw honey,
sofritos.
which I always use, that's the only form of honey that I use, is really high in antimicrobial and antibacterial properties. So it's really great for when you do have some sort of
But the only reason why I do is because it gives it a lot of flavor.
Bad stuff out. And the other benefit of it is that it's really soothing and it's really
A lot of
comforting,
flavor.
especially if you have a sore throat. So this tea is amazing. I love it. I actually just made one this morning, even though I'm not really feeling sick. But I did make one this morning, and it's such a great way to start your day, and it's also really cozy and comforting. So here's what you do. The first thing we're going to do is slice the lemon,
for a little bit.
and we're going to use all of that juice.
If you want to leave it there for a few
and then we're
minutes,
also
you
going
can.
to slice, I like to thinly slice, a 1-inch piece of fresh ginger. I don't peel it, I just really slice it along the diagonal, and then I also add that into.
I also add a little bit of this.
So we have our lemon juice and our
Which
ginger,
is
and then the echinacea that I
caldo
like is from
de
Gaia Herbs,
tomate.
and this is a droplet
Right?
bottle.
That's the
and
Knorr.
You just basically are going to add 2 dropperfuls of the
Knorr
echinacea.
brand.
You can do 1.
Then
I like to do 2, especially if I feel
we all
like
know
something
for
is
the
coming
rice
on.
and the color
So
and
I
the
have 2
flavor, we
dropperfuls
add
of the echinacea, and then
sazon,
I also add in either
which I
half
add
to a
con
full of raw honey.
culantro
And
and
again, just make sure that
achote.
you are
I've
buying
always,
really high quality honey. Hopefully
my
from
mom
somebody that you can find locally
always
that has a really kind of sustainable bee farm.
cooked with it.
And again,
So,
like I mentioned, honey just
picked
has
up on
a
it
ton of
and,
really
you
great
know.
nutritional properties.
So we're gonna
So you're
crush a
add
little bit of
everything
this in there.
into your cup, and then you are going to top it with hot water. You're going to just stir it all together, and then you have your amazing ginger lemon tea. I like to let this steep for about 5 minutes before I drink it, so it gets nice and gingery. But it's super simple to make, and it's really soothing, especially if you have a sore throat. The second elixir that we're going to make is a turmeric latte, and I'm actually cheating a little bit with my turmeric latte because I use a golden milk powder. I found this on Thrive Market, but you can get it at a lot of grocery stores, and you can also get it on Amazon. And actually, this brand is, again, Gaia Herbs.
I use the
have
whole
really
packet, so.
great products. This video is not sponsored by them, but I use a few of their supplements. I use their echinacea, like I just mentioned, and I love.
So then mix that around, leave it for another minute to cook. Jeez Louise.
Cardamom, a little bit of
Sorry,
sugar.
I am not comfortable recording
of course, you could make this at home if you wanted. You could just kind of build
with the camera and me cooking and stuff. I don't,
you don't want to buy this mix.
Alright, so it's like cooking and stuff.
Pepper. And if you are eating turmeric, you really want to make sure that you have some black pepper in there as well, because that activates the
cube of caldo
properties
right now.
Of turmeric,
it's doing its thing.
Curcumin. And when you have the black pepper, that activates the curcumin and it helps boost the anti-inflammatory properties of the turmeric. So for our turmeric latte, we are going to add about a teaspoon of this golden milk powder into a blender. I also like to add a little bit of cinnamon. I just really like the flavor and it's really warming.
Which is what I use.
I also like to add in some monk fruit extract to sweeten, but you could also use honey, maple syrup.
We all know that there's some goodness in this can. So what you do is you pour a little bit of water in there to get everything off the inside.
Form of coconut oil or MCT oil. And then we top it with hot water, and basically we just blend this all up until it's smooth and creamy, and that's all you have to do. And what I love about
then what you do with it is
that they are super cozy, they're super comforting. Because this one has ashwagandha powder in it, it also is really calming and relaxing, it's stress relieving, and like I mentioned, it's also really anti-inflammatory. So one of the things that happens when we're sick internally is that we have inflammation. So our body is responding to whatever is happening with our cold or flu, and one of the things that it does is it gets inflamed. So whether it's your lungs, your throat, whatever it is, your sinuses, there is inflammation inside.
Sanaa has become
cold or flu. So it's really great to add
the base. Well, that is what's called the base
so that's why I love turmeric latte when I'm feeling down and out.
So far we have
is a mushroom hot chocolate, and I know that this sounds a little bit
of
medicinal mushrooms
is it vegetable
are incredible immune boosters. They are amazing for your immune system.
A little bit of vegetable oil.
Your body fight back against
we have two kinds of sofritos, the Goya and the Ponce, sofrito Ponce. Then we have the chopped up peppers. We have a packet of sazon. We have
so the three mushrooms that we're using in our hot chocolate are chaga.
Just a few pinches of the nor caldo de tomate and half
it's also of course amazing for your immune system.
Can of salsa Goya.
Mushrooms, which are considered the queen of mushrooms,
and then we just leave it there to
these are really great for the immune system. They're really great for energy, and they're really great for balancing stress. And then the last mushroom that we're using is cordyceps, and I love cordyceps. They're really energizing. They're really great for vitality and clarity, and they also are
that it has not doesn't have
so
like
these are just the three that I personally like. You really could do a blend of any of your favorite
big flavors here because there's no salt added to it. Just the caldo de tomate might have some sodium in it, but I like a flavorful rice. So later we are going to add
about a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder into our blender. And then
see, my mom may not agree. A lot of people may not agree, but I add adobo to it. Okay, I add cumin to it, and then I also add
adding coconut butter into my warm drink. And then you're just topping this all
caldo de pollo.
Hot water, and
not caldo de pollo, the powder stuff.
I find that this needs to be blended a little bit longer just so that the powders get evenly distributed throughout the liquid. So I would say blend it for like 15 to 30 seconds. And then you can just pour it into your
I add this because I don't know, it's just I like how my rice comes out. Like people may eat the rice and they may not know what's in it because you know the rice just soaks up all flavors. But who's to know like there's caldo con sabor de pollo, chicken bouillon. Nobody's gonna know that. Like some people may like detect that there's cumin in there, but no one's gonna say, "Oh wow, I taste the cumin in here." No. So that is what I add. Yeah. So that is the sodium that goes into the rice. Other than that, that is about it.
You're going to get better a lot.
And the reason why I'm making this video is because my hubby wants to learn how to make colored rice. But see, I make colored rice the way that I want to make colored rice.
doesn't have to be like a super intense workout or anything.
My
but
way.
Getting a little bit of movement,
the way I like it,
really
the flavors that I like.
Break things up inside. It's going to get your body.
I know that they like it.
Really
so
for keeping your immune system in tip-top
right now it's just.
So I recommend that you do something.
I really can't say reduce.
Even if you
it's just cooking. It's just like,
I personally think it's better to
kind of just coming all together. So we're gonna give it another minute.
Maybe go to a hot yoga class.
Be right back.
So I'm really excited.
So I'm back, right?
Thank you. And other than
I was going crazy looking for the cumin, but I ran out of cumin.
And I will see you next week with.
And with this pandemic going on, the whole coronavirus, it's just a bitch to go back and forth to the store. So I'm just gonna have to deal with whatever I got at home because it's a bitch. It's a bitch to be going. People are just not supposed to be out there anyway, especially in the stores right now, which they're saying that the virus might stick around, and so many people that have it go to the stores, they touch. Pretty much the virus can be in the store. That's where you can catch it. It's a lot of people that are dying. So yeah, long story short, we deal with adult.
He said the doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs.
I put a good amount because
rather will cure
I want flavor. I like flavor. I don't like
are we there yet?
shit that tastes like that.
We're on route.
So tell us about what you do at the Center for Integrative Health and Center for.
So I added some of the adobo.
So
And then I added some of the.
at the
We
centers,
talked about this.
we have a
And
broad-based set of integrative approaches to healthcare. The one that I'm particularly passionate about among all of these, well, I'm
Did I add
passionate
the
about all of
packet?
them,
Yeah, I
but
think I did.
particularly about nutrition and food as medicine. And we've been developing programs, clinical programs, research programs, educational programs, community outreach on all levels to try and really help create what we think is the medicine of the future.
Now,
which
this is an
actually the
important step.
medicine of the
I always
ancient
tell them,
past.
you have to taste as you go.
And,
Because
and Hippocrates
what if you had too
probably
much
learned it from ancient Chinese medicine and
adobo?
Ayurvedic medicine.
What if you had
So
too
this
much
has
of
very,
this?
very deep
What if you
roots.
had too much of anything?
Tell us
Then what are you
about
gonna do?
Ayurvedic medicine. I know you're a
can
medical
fix
doctor,
it,
a Western
but-
medical certified doctor, but you
No.
also have a big
Okay.
focus on Ayurvedic medicine and not
what if you had too
necessarily
little?
everyone understands
You want
and
more.
knows what that means. So.
So
yeah,
that's
I
why
did my
you
medical
have to
training
taste
in the
as you
conventional Western
go.
medical model, and
So
then
far,
got out into practice. I'm board certified in family
second
medicine,
step
so I
was
practiced for
adobo
many years, and
and
realized I
the
didn't really have all the
cubito,
tools that I needed to help people.
which I should have added,
And my
but
parents are from India, and
know.
so I knew a
That's
little
how
bit
I do
about
it.
Ayurveda. I thought it was kind of home
Alright.
remedies and things like
So
that.
now,
And, at
I am
somewhere when I
going
decided
to
to
grab the
learn
rice,
a
rinse
different
it,
way of
and then
helping
I'll be
people
right back.
heal,
Okay, so right now I'm gonna bring the rice over.
That are attached to these jets and airplanes, they're still here. Marchfield Air Force Base opens during a time when the American military is just taking to the skies. Planes crash, pilots die.
Just mix.
Every plane
Until
has its story to
you get the
tell,
base.
but some of the hauntings here may have deeper roots. To a time when this land
the
was
rice.
home to a sharecropper
The rice all covered
and
in the
his
base of the
family who
rice.
suffered
Wherever
and
you
died
put it.
right here where this museum now sits. Their souls are said to roam these grounds alongside the many airmen who died tragically defending their country. We begin here in the main hangar in search of evidence of the Marchfield hauntings.
Jeff, you're the curator here.
I am.
What's your background?
But really, you don't have to because you're gonna add water
27 years of
anyway.
federal service.
So
five
it's
of the
going
Air
to
Force,
just
and then
mix all
10
together.
with federal law enforcement.
You know, the base is
Jeff
gonna
hunted
cover
for
all the
smugglers while
rice.
serving in the aviation
So,
department of Homeland Security.
right behind here,
That's
there's a
good background
pitcher
for
of
a
water,
trained ear
which I
and
have to pull out.
good eyes, huh?
It is somebody who's trained to see things and to pay attention.
So, with
So-
that said, do you believe that there is paranormal activity going on here?
I do.
You do?
I've seen it myself.
What kind of things have you experienced?
Oh, we've had voices. We've had artifacts thrown around. We've had cameras tipped over. So
Really?
quite a bit of
Pretty
of
much
activity.
the flame. We're
So-
going to bring it up.
Why do you
We're
think
supposed
there's
to,
so
but-
much paranormal activity here?
And we've got about 30,000 artifacts and 84 airplanes here. That's an awful lot of energy compressed into a single location. Aviation itself is dangerous. Most of our artifacts are associated with combat too. So there's
But
a
one thing
lot
about me
of,
is I
lot
don't
of
use
emotion
timers.
wrapped up in this,
I don't use precise measurements.
Jeff tells us he's also
I don't
had personal
use-
experiences that have truly disturbed and
I don't
terrified him.
use.
I had
I just don't go by the rules. I
dark
just go by my own.
spirit. I don't really know what it was, but it simply came from my left, went right through me, and then off to the right. I yelled. It was so unusual. Kind of jumped up and yelped, but it was extremely
You know what I use? I
uncomfortable
use my eyes and my
as fast
nose.
as that, it was through.
And always use your taste buds because they tell
Okay,
you.
so right
They
now
talk to
we're
you.
back in Jeff's office. This is your
That's my
office.
theory.
Can you tell me about your background?
41 years of government service.
And the reason why I'm adding a little bit more is because when I put the water in there, it dilutes. So you're not gonna get that same flavor. Adding more to it will give you
and the audiovisual aspect
flavor
of
that you
what's
want.
been going on here in terms of paranormal activity,
Right.
correct?
Yes.
So what are
You know
you
what I
going to
mean.
show us right now? It's July 29th, 2012 at 2 a.m. Camera mysteriously fell over
So right now,
on the restoration hangar. Wait a
we got
minute,
the rice with the
restoration
water
hangar. Isn't that
going.
the same hangar where the alleged
It's
house
cooking. It's
used
on a
to
little high
sit on
flame.
the sharecropper's land?
Same property.
It is.
It is.
I heard a rumor
Like
that
I said,
there was a
use the taste
family
buds.
that lived in that
And that's
house
really good
that
right
were
now.
either killed or they died from something.
To the best that we can determine, there was a young woman who had 2 small children. All 3 of them died from the flu.
Okay.
And they appear to still be in the hangar.
And that hangar sits exactly where their house is.
Exactly where their house sat.
And this is where this happened.
And that's where we're going to look at
That's
here.
interesting. What are we looking
Now,
at here?
some people may add the beans before.
Whoa.
Some people might. I don't know. Okay, like I said,
When this camera was
I don't go by the
secured
rules.
and it just-
It was on
I
a tripod
go
that
by
was not
my own.
extended. It was secured.
And in this
But
same
listen,
hangar,
as long as the rice
there's
is
been
cooked and it
other
tastes good,
activity
Yes.
who the
reported
hell
by other
cares?
people.
Yeah, quite a
Have there
bit.
been sightings of apparitions then
Yes.
of the woman
Of
or
the woman and her 2 children.
They probably don't like you setting up a camera in their house.
Kind of what we thought.
Mikey?
Zach,
Hey, how are you?
good. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Now, you were with LAPD for 35 years?
Yes, I was.
Wow. Can you tell me, was there something that you experienced? There was some kind of a smell of death or smell of something dead?
And the reason why
Yeah,
I'm
well,
adding,
resident
well, let me
in
show
our
you first.
restoration hangar. And
We,
we're talking
well,
to
they
the
like this
entity
because I
on
don't
the-
eat
on
beans.
the spirit box.
And
We're
the reason why I
asking
add
them,
it
I said, no, not
always
just no,
at
but
the
no,
end is
no.
because
I'm
when
a security
you're
man.
mixing the
Here's
rice
what
at the
I'm gonna
end,
say.
That's what happens when a spirit tries to
you're not
call
breaking
a
up
veteran of the LAPD
the
for
beans,
35 years.
okay? Pretty
Hell
much
no.
they get to stay
No.
whole.
Exactly.
Because
But
if
I
you
had
eat
so
add them
much
before,
Wait,
and then you put the
follow me.
rice,
It
and then
was
you
all
have to mix and
everywhere
mix
I
and
went
mix,
was permanent.
it's gonna break up the beans. So, some people like them whole, and that's why I added last.
What could this reveal?
And I don't mean
about
some
the
people, I
dark
just mean my
forces?
family.
We now head to the restoration hangar.
So now last mix, okay, because we're gonna let the rice do its thing.
Camera was set up right there.
Exactly. We get a lot of good hits up here.
Can we do a quick session? Is there somebody here?
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna show you what's going on. Now you're gonna let, see all those bubbly bubbles, whatever the hell you wanna call it. When the rice, when you don't see any more liquid, when this is like fully dry, then you get to mix it again. So we're gonna give it, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes for it to come together. One more mix and then I'll just leave it alone. Okay, be right back.
Remains of the fallen.
I forgot to say what was
It is still
the
here to this very day.
pretty much what was on the menu. I forgot to tell you. So we're cooking the rice, as you saw that. Now these are chicken tenders, which I already seasoned up and they've been marinating. Which there is adobo, garlic powder, onion powder, parsley. Did I say adobo? Sazon. I poured in a little vinegar and a little bit of olive oil and black pepper.
This is the flight deck and the cockpit. Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's it. Fry them up in some light oil, and there you have dinner. Alright, so now you see that this, see, the liquid has pretty much, the rice has soaked in the liquid, so you're left with this. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna mix it one more time, lower down the heat. Oh yes, lower down the heat. That is one important factor, because if you leave it on high, it's gonna get burnt. Lower down the heat, mix it, see, I put aluminum foil. Some people put they cover it with napkins. I've seen people do it with napkins. Some people just leave the, you know, just the top, just a regular top, just like that. But me, I like the aluminum foil because it traps in all the moisture in there. Yeah, so be right back.